Okay, so now we're on to starting the stock. So it's step 24. So we need page 11. I'm just going to pop that main piece out. SB it's called. Okay, once you've got that out, you can just start to fold the kind of the middle section in on itself, because we're going to glue that all together. So as it says in step 24, just going to fold those pieces round, and then oops, missed a couple of screw holes. Just take those out. I always advise to push through from the coloured side to the white side, just in case anything does tear. It's always best to tear the white side. Okay. So I'm just going to crease along all of the fold marks, so you kind of get it. So we're just going to take a little bit of super glue, a few dots along one side, and then fold those two pieces in. So the fact they fold into each other, that gives it quite a lot of stability at the base of the stock. Okay, so just going to glue those two together. So once those two bits are stuck, you can go ahead and kind of position them around the base of the model. So the butt of the grip kind of sits on top of there like that, and you can see the screw holes line up to where the holes are. There you go. So you can line those up, so you can kind of see how that sits on the base model. Okay, but before we attach that, we just need to glue the front together, and then we'll go ahead and put the rest of the grip on. So just fold that front section in like that, and we just need again a little bit of glue on either side. There we go. A little bit of glue, and then if you kind of fold the pieces in, and I generally try and glue the first piece or the top piece, and that holds everything in place then. Okay, so now you've created the shape of the base of the stock. Now we've got that, we can go ahead and get the rest of the grip, which is from page 9. So GA, page 9. Go ahead and grab page 9 and remove the pieces that we need for this. I'm going to take these pieces out as well, because we need those later, because they're also part of the grip and the stock. So I'm going to take out the main piece, because that's GA. Okay, remove the screw holes. Let's do it on one side, one on the other. Okay, fold that around. So you're enclosing the grip. Okay. So we kind of have to put these two pieces, so the grip and the base of the stock have to kind of go on together. Okay. So that's the grip. The top of the grip sort of slides under the sides, kind of obscuring that a little bit, but you kind of get what I'm trying to do. I'm putting that under the main part of the side. Okay, so that will fold round, click in under there. Apologies for my head, I'm trying to see where the screw holes line up. Okay, so you've got to get those two screw holes to line up. Make sure the paper's underneath the top piece. And once you've got those two holes aligned, I find it's best just to hold it all in place with one screw. Okay, so then you've got everything kind of where you need it to be. Okay, so remember you've got the paper underneath the main side sections. Screw that in tightly, and then you can kind of work from there. Okay. Oh, found my electronic screwdriver. So we're going to put a screw on the other side. Again, if the screw holes aren't lined up perfectly, you can just use the screwdriver to extend the hole slightly. Okay, there we go. So now I've got two screws in. That should hold everything in place. Okay. So I just slotted in the stock of the base underneath the grip. So push that in underneath and then screw that in. Okay. So you want to make sure that the grip goes over the top of the base of the stock. Okay. So just screw in the final screws. I've just made that hole a little bigger because it's not quite lined up. Depending on the angle of the grip, the screw holes might not be perfect, but again, just use a screwdriver to make your holes fit. Okay, so you can see that the grip goes kind of on top of that stock piece, and then underneath the bottom flaps, just a little bit of super glue to keep those in place. Okay, just glue both sides, and that'll keep those down. Okay, so onto the grip. So I'm just going to add the pieces. What is it? GB and GC. So just take those a little bit of detail for the grip. Put those into place. Notice one of those screws isn't 100% tight, so just tighten those up. And then the other side, you can glue the same piece there. Oh yeah, first of all, glue the flap. Make sure that's glued down. And then you can put the grip on the side as well, the detail on the sides, and then you're basically done.